stream were provided free of charge from EA, from the Creator Network, and the Game Changers program before that. So let's dive right on in here. Let me make sure I am running live. I hope I am, since I just gave the disclaimer out. Let's see here if I am live. I don't see it. I don't see that I am live. Let me try this again. It always takes it a little bit. I mean, I think I am actually live, and then later, you know, on the archive version, it should be correct, but you never know. There we go. And let's see if my yeah, the audio seems okay. All right, so we're rolling. Okay, earlier today, I was working on my home here, my $1 million home, John Titor's $1 million home. And part of that work, I decided to do kind of a little, I'm calling it a toddler's side yard, but kind of a kid's side yard to play in. And I decided to build them a little playhouse here, right? A little playhouse. I did stop a little bit early on that stream. I had to go get my son unexpectedly from school. So I ran and got him, and he got off a little bit early, was why. It was nothing bad. But I ran and got him, and now we're going to finish this. We need to put some windows in it, maybe rearrange it a little bit, maybe furnish it a little bit. I am trying to use some of the 2 new kits. I used the 2 new kits yesterday. Let me clear my throat there. I used the 2 new kits yesterday to build a French bistro style pavilion for entertaining here at the estate. And I upgraded our pool here at the estate with the Riviera Retreat items, which some of those items are in play here, like these vases with the tree in it, these pots, and these archways both come from that pack. And then another thing we're going to use from that pack out here on the fence and in this house, let me find it here, is yeah, these new timeless tapers. I still can't remember the name of those very well, but it's timeless tapers. And they are going to kind of line our fence area here like this. We'll bring them up here, you know, kind of that range. Kind of light up the night. So we're going to leave that one there for now. We'll decide as we go along exactly how we're going to place them. Right now, here's the deal. I want to put some windows into this place. It can be a little difficult to put windows in a fence line, right? Because we're going to use the fence here. But my thought is there's a couple of options that we can use that will basically take up, whoops, wrong thing. It'll basically take up the entire space of the fence. So then we'll put the window in place, and then we'll just delete the fence, and it'll look like the window is set into a wall. Does that make sense? Maybe, maybe not. It will once we get firmly into what we're doing here. I'm going to go right here with an example. Now, I have tried things like this using just gateways, and they work okay depending on what type of playhouse you're trying to build. Like, I really do like that, right? And that snaps right into place, no problems. But it doesn't really fit the style of this particular playhouse. So I'm not going to use it. But you can definitely go through the gateways, and there's a few options. This is another fairly good one to create the look of, you know, kind of a little window in there, right? Like that. That it also operates as a door, but it has a sort of little maybe window type of look to it. What we're going to do, though, once I hit the right button, we're going to actually put in a true window. there's a couple of options, and there's a couple of things that I already kind of had in my head, and I know these will work from experience. I don't believe I've actually used them before, but they will work. I've kind of thought about using them. One thing that has a lot of promise for me with this one is this rustic shutter. So we can put this in here like this, right? Put that down. Now we'll adjust this fence here later because it is intersecting that shutter. But we can do this. We could put that in there, and then we go and we, kind of take out the fence. And we have a great look of sort of a French door type of opening, right? And we can do different colors. The blue I do like, which is why it really is kind of getting my attention, because we're going to do white as well. But these blues, like that dark blue, is really pretty. It really ties in with the roof really well. And I think it gives it a kind of fairy tale sort of feel, a fairy tale sort of appearance. So there's that, right? We've got that. We could also go through here and maybe the windows don't have to match, okay? So we can make them match, or we could go through and do two different windows. And I'm already thinking, because I think I want to put a window here, but then I think, no, I really want to put it here to keep it even. So I might have to change this archway, which I really don't want to do. I might have to change that archway there. We'll see. So we will come here, take this out real quick. We're going to go, whoops, let's go with let's just put everything back into place. We'll go with our other options. We've got a couple of really great options down here like this. This is a really great option. Super cute, sort of bay window look. It also has that sort of, fairy tale feel to it. So we've got that. And then if we go up, we can see here, a definite sort of fairy tale feel to it for a little kid's house, a little playhouse. We'll take that out. The one I actually do kind of like better, though, is this one. Again, it's got a real sort of great look to it. I don't even know what colors this comes in. I was thinking of doing it just in white. It does come in kind of a blue, which is nice, right? So if we're going to use this, we could also use the other one and maybe make them both blue and kind of tie them together as though they are meant to match. And not just be stuck with white, because again, with it being a kid's house, I kind of want to have a little color here. I want to make it kind of fun, kind of fanciful for them. Drop down here a little bit. We've got that color blue there, sort of that grayish blue, Now we will think about this. So my first thought is to do this. It is to put this one in place here, even though I do kind of like the other one better. Mostly because this has more of a house feel, right? And it kind of matches with this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and make it white for now. And then I need to decide what I want to do over here. I think I'm thinking, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I think what I'm going to do is we'll bring this wall across here. And I'm going to switch this like that. Okay, I'm going to switch. Well, no, let me move this. Shoot. Hold on. Let's do it from here, like this. So we'll put the wall there. We'll put the arch like that. This kind of mirrors this arch over here. And then we will take the wall. Whoops. Take this wall out. Take this wall out. And then we could go ahead and put like a window here. And we have kind of a little entryway here, right? A little vaulted sort of entryway because of our arches. This will be kind of our living room, and then we're going to have kind of a bedroom over here. I would like to maybe do maybe a kitchen here with the living room down here. It's kind of my thought, kind of a toddler kitchen, right? A little toddler size type of thing, something to represent a kitchen. I also thought about going ahead and putting the toddler bathroom in here because I don't have a toddler bathroom out here yet with like a little toddler, potty, right? But I don't know about that. I haven't decided, not yet. We will go ahead and let's move this here. And we'll take off that like that. And we're going to do it on the other side as well. Move this down here. Take that out. And we'll take the tile out there. Go ahead and grab some more landscaping. Let's see here. Do. Let's see. Let's do a Control F on this. Kind of do a little angled entry there. And on this side, we'll do the same thing. We're going to put down some of the bottom of the basement floor. We'll throw in a few more flowers here. I'm going to go ahead and, though, let's real quick, let's expand these garden spaces out like this. Now back here, I'm not real sure. My thought at the moment is to put sort of a back door back here so they could come out maybe to a sort of toddler size garden, like a true garden. We'll see. I'm not sure, but we'll do that. We're going to take this out, take that out. We're going to go ahead and remove this arch and let's see here. I think I hit the wrong thing. Here we go. We'll take that wall out like that. Now we can go ahead and we've got a choice. We can either do this type of window over here again, which again, I'm kind of thinking of this as sort of the bedroom, right? Sort of the bedroom area. So we could put it there, just this type of window, or we could go ahead and do this, kind of the first thing I had in mind. And we can do it in either white-ish, kind of white, right? Or we could do sort of a white and blue or a blue. While we're deciding it, I think I will go ahead just to make it easier. Change this to a wall. The wall will be coming out once we decide. But for the time being, it's a little bit easier. Now, I'll say right off the bat, because right now, what I didn't really think about this part where it's going to intersect the fence, which would mean I'd have to redo the fence area, and I really don't think I can. Yeah, because you can't run a fence on that outside line. So that kind of makes it a little bit easier of a decision, and it kind of makes it a little bit harder, because at the end of the day, I might not be able to easily use this either. See, that one, that also sticks outside. So, what to do? We have the other option. We have this bay window. That one does not have shutters on it, so we kind of have that as an option here. I suppose we could go with that and just have two different types of bay windows on this structure, or we put this same type of window over here. We could also try to move the entire thing over, you know, by one block, but I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to hassle with that. So let's take this out and let's kind of think about maybe some additional options here. Do. I really do like that. I suppose we could remove just that whole section of wall. Actually, without the wall, it kind of is almost hidden anyway. Huh. Unless I bring it out, you know, like that. That's kind of where our look is headed as of right now with those particular windows. Let's see here. We could do this, though. We could go ahead and take this and do it with that blue. Do that one with blue. So it kind of ties together. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a box. What a box to be painted into. Let's see here. I really wish this came in a really dark blue. And it doesn't. Comes in a lot of really, it does come in some great colors, but okay. I'm at a little bit of a loss. I'm not real sure where I'm headed with this. Gonna try to come up with something here that, you know, that I will like. Golly. I think to begin with, since I'm a little bit of an impasse with the window, let's go ahead and just put in a door back here for a back door. And because it is a back door, you know, earlier I thought about using this particular door or maybe something like it with windows in it. I think we can go ahead and do that since it is a back door. It's much more common to have those windows in a back door, right? Very, very common, in fact. So at least here in the States. We could do something like this, maybe. It's a very cute door. I'd like something a little more fanciful. Let's see here. I like that, but it is a little bit tall and it does have the mail slot in it. But we've got this. This is not bad. Let me take a look at it here. How many colors does it come in? Does it come in just pure white? It does come in pure white. So at least it matches our window here. If we knock out that piece of fence there, that gives us some access out here to the backyard, right? To sort of a backyard spot. And I think it'll give us a good opportunity to use some of the sort of flooring rocks that came with Riviera Retreat. It's like I like these. I do like these, but I don't like them. It's like I like the concept and I like the idea, but since they all look exactly the same, it is a little tough to use them because, you know, you've got the same look over and over and over, the same pattern of rocks. So trying to find the best way to set these so they look very natural, of course. Maybe I could do like this. I mean, I don't know. That's exactly the same, though, as the other side. Let me do like that, maybe. I guess I'll put it like that, even though it does kind of go underneath that thing there, and I don't like that. I'm going to go ahead and do it that way. We're going to go ahead and do this bottom of the basement stuff underneath it. So that looks like you're walking, you know, a little path out here to sort of a garden area. You know, our little kid's garden, sort of like a kitchen garden out there. And let's see, can we do a fireplace here in the living room? We'll go ahead and grab a fireplace real quick. I mean, obviously, is it a good idea to put a working fireplace in a toddler's playhouse? Well, no, not really. It's not. But that's what we're going to do because the Sims won't care, right? They're going to be fine with it. What I want the smallest one we've got. I really don't know what we have. We've got this to kind of work with. Doesn't really match what we're doing. We've got, and that's it. This is all we've got. So where is something? There's something like that, which is not too bad. It's not too bad. I wonder. I don't think it'll work like that, kind of set into the wall like that. And ideally, you know, I'd like something a little more homey, right? A little more homey looking. So we've got this. This is not too bad, and we've got this. I think I'm going to go with this here. This has a very sort of, you know, fancy look to it, right? That I think kids would like in a sort of playhouse, you know? Now, can we get this in here? Because I don't want to attach it to a wall, so I can set it back a little bit further. Like that. And then we'll go ahead, bring the fence back across like so. That might be actually a little bit too far. Shoot. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm going to try it right there. Maybe that will be kind of the sweet spot for us, I hope. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. So it's set back a little bit into that fence line, but we can still see the wood. We can still see the detail of it. It does not stick out through the back. That's wonderful. Now, let's take a quick... I still haven't decided what to do about that window. So let me take a quick gander here at the roof. We're going to take this out real quick. There we go. Whoops. That opens up our room in there. See, pretty nice, right? We're going to have a nice little space there, a nice little toddler type look to the house. Now, I'm not sure about this door here now because we do have kind of a gap here, which I do not like at all. If I bring that across that way, I can move the door over here. And maybe, well, that's going to intersect with the fireplace. So, okay, so that's not going to work. Maybe we won't have a door. It might not have a door there. We could still do these pavers, maybe like this, you know. And then do plantings all around here. I really want to have a back door. Lord, I don't know though. The only thing I could think of would be to put the fireplace here. I really like it here. So what am I going to do? I don't know. What am I going to do? If I take that off, doesn't really work. And that doesn't really work. I mean, Is there anything I can do with that? God, I don't know. Wow. Okay. Well, I absolutely know that I have to do this. I mean, I pretty much have to in order to make the window work. So, with that in mind, shoot. If I could try to put a gate here. But I already looked at that and didn't really like it. I just don't think we're going to find anything that will I don't think we're going to find anything that will let us in and out of that. Let's leave that there for now. We'll give it some thought, come back to it. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to go up like this because here's the deal. Here's what we got right now. Here's what we're looking at right now. We've got this particular build. You can kind of see a little bit, there's a little bit of a gap there, right? Now, I kind of did that on purpose because a lot of times little kids' playhouses kind of have gaps like this. So air kind of flows through it, stuff like that. In order to give that, though, a little bit more finished appearance, we are going to go ahead and kind of put this sort of stuff on it, this sort of gingerbread detailing. So then it really covers that up, covers up that gap, makes it look a lot more finished off. Kind of gives us that look. So that's out of the way. That's done, right? And we're left with, again, this question. Should we do a window over here or not? One thing we could do is we put a window over here and we just do a door over here. Another door that leads out to this back garden. So if we put the window over here, I need to put like a piece of wall here just so I can help. Like that. So we'll go in here, we'll put this window in like so. And move that out of the way. We'll go ahead and take this out and this out. And then we could put in, you know, a small door here. Okay, so we could do something like that. I think that will work. I think that's going to be okay. I don't have a big window here and a window like right here. And I wonder if there's any way of putting... I better leave it alone. Starting to think, well, maybe we could put something right here. Maybe we could do right here. I don't think we can. I think we're going to have to leave it alone. We're going to have to go with what we've got as far as windows go. The only thing we could do would be to put something over here, but it's going to bump into these, you know, bushes out here, and I don't really want to bump into those bushes, so let's not do that. How does that look? How does that look overall? I mean, it doesn't look too bad. You know, we got this cute little place down here on the Sims level, as I call it, eye level. So not bad for a little kids, you know, kind of play area. We're going to decorate the inside, of course, work on a garden back here. I think I will change the color of the door a little bit. Let's go with that. A little bit richer type of look to it. I really want to see if that fireplace works. We'll have to check that out here in a little while. Okay. The other thing we could do is maybe put in a skylight or something. I don't know that that's necessary. I don't want to get too much more into this. Okay, let's wait with that. Let's just decorate for a little bit. And let's bring our rocks around. We're going to need to kind of put those here, here. Maybe let's move it really close together. Maybe over here. Kind of do something like that, and then we'll grab this. Now, one thing you could do here too that might have made this a little bit easier on me, I just didn't want to do it that way. I've done it that way a lot, is you could use half walls instead of full walls instead of a fence. I just like the way the fence looked with this little tile detail on it, and the way it kind of went with the arches and the way it matched the rest of this, you know, it matched the rest of this fence line. So that's how I came to that decision, right? This idea that I will use a fence to build this particular playhouse out of. It is easier to use half walls. The half walls, the windows will just stick in a half wall. You don't have to take it out. It's a lot less kind of worrying about overlap or filling all the gaps. So, you know, there is that option. Let's see here. I don't know if I really want to keep this dirt as a solid floor under it. I might use terrain paint so that the line is not so set. Maybe. Before I do that, I want to find this little fence here. Either this one. This one. This is what I want to use. We're going to come around here, outline this lovely little field of flowers, right? Do the same thing over here. And then we're going to finish filling in with some more of these sort of impatiens, or whatever they're calling them. They look like impatiens to me. They don't call them impatiens in game, but they look like that. We don't have too bad a bleed over. We have a little bit of bleed over through our windows there. There we go. And I think over here we'll put either this guy or another one like him. I have him on the roof as kind of a roof mascot, but we don't have to do that. We could put him back over here. How big does he get? That's pretty big. I would like to make him just a little bit smaller. A little bit less nightmare fuel for my child inside the window there. Let's go ahead and put him there. This never really kind of worked the way I wanted it to. So I think in the end, we're going to go ahead and take it off. We'll take that off there. See if there is some sort of like other weather vane maybe. We do have some weather vanes, I think, here that we might be able to use. Stuff like this. We got that, you know, that's kind of cute. It's a little much for the toddler house, but it's not bad. We've got this here. Go with something like that, you know. Again, it's a little bit big. I guess I could shrink it down. I could make it a little bit smaller there. So more fits in line with the house. Okay, let's pull up. I would like to use some of the new set stuff. Like, I don't know how much, but I do know that I want to, we're going to have to fix this real quick. You can see we got a little bit of bleed over there on the floor. So you can see kind of the dirt, you know? So we'll move that back just a little bit. Whoops, not too much. Maybe like that. It's not too bad. And I'm going to put a little toddler bed in here. So let's take a look at our toddler beds real quick. I know there's nothing new as far as those beds go with the new packs, right, for a toddler. So we will look through our toddler options here. And then look at the stuff in the new pack that we might be able to decorate with. We've got a mission style. We've got this, of course. I do think that's super cute. It's from the werewolf pack. So we're going to do something like that, right? And that actually is really cute. What colors does it come in? I think we'll do that. It's like a little playhouse inside a house, you know? That's cute. Love that. That's cute. That's really nice. How about this one? That's not bad. I'm thinking maybe that. Nice warm tones, nice warm quilt. That looks good. So that's going to be his little bed here in his playhouse, right? It's a little bed where you can come out and take a nap, get some rest. I'm going to put some sort of decorative things here for like a kid as you come in. But you know what I think I'm going to put? Don't we have a coat, like a hall tree or a coat tree Let me see here. Coat rack, kind of. This. Let's put one of these in here. For a little guy. We also have a coat of arms. I think I'm going to use that over here. Maybe by the fireplace. Or, yeah, I mean, I kind of want to put it here by the fireplace. Let's see. It's wanting to just kind of really lock on there and not move. So I don't know what, I guess it's locking into a slot on the fireplace. It must be. It's kind of weird. I didn't know that it would slot to a fireplace like that. We've got that. We've got that. Let's go with that. Nice shiny gold. We're gonna leave that there for now. I don't know if I'll stick with it, but I kind of like it. Now our living room's gonna be over here, so you need some sort of sofa to sit on, right? You need some sort of place to rest. So we're gonna look through our new packs here. We're gonna look through our new packs and see what do we have that might work. I don't know that we have anything, I'll be honest. Really don't know that we'll have anything, but it's worth a shot. Let's go ahead and pull up everything and see what we have. So we've got this thing. That's way too big. I say that every time I've tried to use it so far. I'm like, that's so big. That is so big. Look how big that is. I don't know. That's so big. I can't use that. So we're going to do that. We could put in some chairs and a table. Like we could use this table. This is really cute. I think there's kind of a golden version of it in here. Maybe this. Right. So we have this little table we could put in with some chairs, maybe by the fireplace. Don't know. How about, we could also just do, that's really big too. We can't use that. I might not be able to use much from these new packs. We'll see. Now these chairs are cute. And I think a toddler will sit in those. I mean, or will they not sit in dining room chairs at all? No, I think they won't sit in them at all. Or is it just they won't sit in them at a table? I can't remember. They are cute though. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. It's kind of his little living room stuff. We're going to call that good for now. And then coming up, if it doesn't seem like it's still good, well, then we'll change it. We can put that little lamp in there. I guess there's not going to be a lot. I guess maybe we could use this. Can you use this little shelf here? We could take that and put that up there. It's actually kind of weird. That's wanting to slot like up on the wall, up on the fence line. That's kind of strange. I don't know why it's doing that. Shoot. Put that back there where I found it. Okay, so let's take a look. What else can we possibly kind of use here for a little toddler playhouse? We could use a bookshelf. Let's put a bookshelf over here. We don't have anything. I think, again, it's the new pack that's going to be small enough and kind of fit within the sort of diminutive nature of our structure. So let's just go with something within our regular inventory here. There are a lot of options. Do we have something small though? Something little? How big is this? That's too big. How about this? Is, I don't think, well, it's still kind of big. It's a little bit smaller, but still kind of big. Oh boy. I know this is smaller because it's for kids, but I want something a little bit sort of, you know, fancier, right? A little bit fancier to match the rest of the house, sort of. So what can I do? And I could use this. I could use this sort of thing as books, as like a bookshelf. So there is that. That's too. I didn't know all this stuff seemed so big. I've done little toddler houses before. I don't know that I've ever put a bookshelf in one. Maybe that's part of why this seems, you know, like, wow, everything is so huge. Okay, so let's try again. Let's go ahead and we'll just grab a shelf. Let's grab the shelf here. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Let me get back into build mode. Okay, let me go back here into build mode. I'm going to try putting a shelf in place, and then we'll just use one of the little bookended groups of books. We'll put that on there with it. One thing I don't know, I mean, I don't have really much of a kitchen in this playhouse. We'll see. I could use a toy box. Maybe I might find a toy box to put in here. Let's grab this shelf. I could end up just in a lot of trouble with myself too, simply because I have never tried to build a little toddler house like this out of fencing. You know, like I said, I just wanted to kind of match the existing fence. So I might end up, I've always used walls. So I don't know if they can actually reach any of this stuff. I hope they can reach it. I think they can reach it. That does not mean that they can reach it. So one thing we could do, let me take this lamp and put it, should kind of lock onto or slot onto the top of the fireplace here, but it doesn't want to. We could go ahead and take some chairs and put them in front of the fireplace, and then maybe make a little kitchen area over here. So we could take like 2 chairs. I don't even think these are going to work. I'm going to be honest, because they're dining room chairs, and I don't think toddlers will sit in them at all. They'll sit in regular chairs, but not dining room chairs. And I just chose them because I wanted to use something from the new packs, but I don't have to use something from the new packs. So let's see here. Let's grab this and maybe put it here. I also, since my sim is still pregnant, I don't even have a toddler to test this stuff with. I don't even have a baby yet, and I'm still kind of working on it. So I don't know. This hopefully once the baby gets here, it'll work. I hope. Maybe we could put that there. Maybe. Let's. Let's get a toy box. That's the next thing I want to do. I'm going to try putting the toy box here by the books. And I know that's awfully tight, and I don't think a toddler will use it. But I guess if he doesn't want to, I can kind of tackle that once he gets here and rebuild it a little bit. Let's see. Let's go with a nice blue. It's awfully big. Oh my gosh. Everything seems and looks so big in this space. I'm afraid that shelf's going to be in the way. Let's see here. Is there any place else we could put it? I don't think that there is. Is there a smaller? I don't think there's a smaller one because they're all kind of the same thing, just reskinned. So, I'm going to leave it as it is right now. You know, I'm going to leave it. And then we'll just see how it goes once I actually have a toddler living here. Move this like this. I think I'm going to adjust this door just a little bit. Like so. Still kind of have some dirt bleed over there. But I think I'm going to just have to put up with that because I don't believe there's any way around it. Well, there is a way around it. Actually, there is a way around it. You know? Yeah. There is. I guess I was using... Well, shoot. I don't know. I was using this fence because I like the way it looks with the rest of the yard. But I wonder if I go ahead and put in just, you know, one piece of kind of pony wall, one piece of half wall, maybe a level 8 here. Where the door is, how's that going to affect? That's what I was afraid of. See, it takes out these kind of columns, right? But then the door does fit. The door fits really well. In fact, it should fit just perfectly here. And we could, I think I did a level 8. Let's try a level 7 here. Yeah, so we could do a level 7, maybe, or we could do a 9 to equal the full size of the door. Let's do that. That's going to be a little bit of a compromise. I'm not going to end up with, you know, these columns, which I really like, and it really ties into the rest of the yard. But I'm going to take that off, by the way. But it'll look okay. Let's see here. How are we doing with our look from the outside? It looks good. That's going to be a cute little toddler place, I think. Let's go down here again. And so I still don't really have any place for the living room here by the fireplace. Let's look under kids' furniture and see what we have. We have these things, which are super cute. I do love that sort of homemade looking furniture. We also have plastic chairs, of course. And these plastic chairs, Kinder-made chair. And I think that is about it. Especially as far as kind of like reasonably kid-sized things go. So my thought now is, well, we've got these. These are cute, right? These little benches. Kind of like little ottomans in here. And then maybe we could look for a small ottoman or a small chair. That's pretty small. This is pretty small, I think. Still a little big, but pretty small. We've got that. I don't have to put a kitchen. I could put it like this, right? So that gives us a place to sit. Or maybe this. All comfy. Little blanket for the toddler to hang out with. or the kid. Kids could use this too. I keep saying toddler because that's the first age range that's going to be in here. And also I want to have like the toddler play date here party. So that's why I keep saying toddler. We could do this so that is kind of fancy, right? Put that in there. Or as far as chairs go, we got these pillows, which are not bad. That's not bad, and it is kind of small. We also have these little stools. So this stool is super small. It works. I'm going to pull that out, in fact. What else do we have that might be? We got this little kid-type chair. Got a rocking chair. Kids love rocking chairs. I might put the rocking chair in there. I like that one. That is pretty cute. Comes in blue. See, the blue kind of matches in here. Now, it doesn't fit, you know, exactly. It's a little bit of a tight fit here, but I think it's going to be okay. Let's put that outside. And let me maybe... What kind of color sheep do we have here? I don't know if I want to use that or not. Maybe. Maybe I do. I think in some ways, maybe I'm getting too hung up on having this. Oh, hey, Lori. Oh, my gosh. I did not know that you had posted anything. I didn't know they could use doggy doors. That's not a bad idea. I might have to put one in for him here. I haven't been checking my texts and or messages. And I actually have it set so I can see it real easily, and I still missed it. I'm too caught up in building this. Actually, I have been really kind of, like I said, normally I use half walls to build these little toddler houses out of, and it's a lot easier. This time I took it into my head, hey, let's go ahead and we'll just build using, you know, this fence line, and it's not been super easy. It's been a little difficult. It's introduced more than a few complexities. Plus, I want to have so much in this house, and I don't know that I need to have that much in this house, but I have this idea that I want it to be like a real little house, right? For my toddler, and so I put a little bed in and all that stuff. I guess maybe I could put this over here. I think this will fit by the bed like that, right? And then maybe I could go ahead and we'll put in a couple of these shelves over here. Like this. And maybe I could put some sort of small kitchen thing over here by the door, which would make sense because then it's kind of by the back door, right? It's kind of on the back door on our way out to the garden. And speaking of that, I think what I'm going to grab real quick is I'm going to grab, don't forget a smoke detector. I always do. I never put a smoke detector in. I just let the house burn. Basically, I just let the whole place burn down, which probably will really happen here with a toddler and a fireplace, right? It won't happen in game probably because I don't think toddlers can actually start the fireplace, but it should. I mean, if I'm foolish enough as a parent to put a fireplace within reach of a toddler, you know, like, here you go, hon, here's the matches, you know, light yourself a fire, stay warm now. Then I probably get what I deserve out of that. I'm going to put this here, I think. Nice little toddler coat and hat before he goes out to work. And then maybe, you know, I want to have something here for his friends to sit on. That's part of my deal too, as I keep thinking, well, I need to have like at least 2 seats in here so that his friends have someplace to sit. Maybe I just need a toddler without any friends. Maybe maybe the whole problem here is that I'm assuming this toddler needs to have friends and they don't. So we could do that, or we go ahead and let's put it over here, kind of in this area. And I think I'll grab Yarny. Maybe, can I get Yarny? I haven't opened all my cheats. Is his name even Yarny? I don't even really know what his name is. I always call him Yarny. I don't know that's what he's called, though. Okay, so we've got this little living room set up. I can put a little knickknack there, maybe a painting or picture or something on the wall. Let's grab something that toddlers might like or kids might like. And while I'm looking for this, my brain's also kind of working on what can I use for a kitchen in that little 1x1 space. But you know what? I might be able to put, I might put a real fridge there and a little microwave. I don't think toddlers can use a microwave. You know, as I recall, I don't think they can. But they could use a fridge, I think. I think they can get in and get snacks out of the fridge. We'll put that there. Nice little picture of farm animals. And, okay, so we're going to have some sort of little kitchen set up right here. Let me take a look at what we have to work with in reality. Maybe I'll put a smoke detector this time in this kitchen. So like the only place that has a smoke detector is the toddler's house, right? While the main house burns, the toddler's house is perfectly safe. I don't think it works that way, but I'd love to be able to put just a fire sprinkler in the toddler's house too. So that, yeah, if you're in the toddler's house, there's a fire sprinkler so you're safe from fire, but the main house you burn. Now we have this new fantastic free fit fridge, right? From the giveaway, the daily giveaway. It's not bad. It's okay. I kind of, though, like something more like this, a little more. I mean, I wanted a small fridge because it does suit the build better, but maybe something like that. I mean, it suits the size of the build better, but maybe something like this suits the, I don't know, the look of the build better. We got that. That's kind of cool. I do like that. So, and it kind of looks like cabinetry that way. And then I guess I don't have to put a microwave on it. I don't think toddlers can use the microwave anyway. I'm real curious now to kind of try that out since I never have, but I don't think they can use it. We're going to temporarily throw up a pony wall here just so I can hang his little coat and hat from it. Hope that works. Yeah, it works pretty good. So we got his little coat and hat there for when he goes outside to work in his garden. Got his little kitchen here with his little refrigerator. Nice little living room with a fireplace and his bedroom and his toy box. Let's see. Let's throw one more little knickknack in here. I don't know what. A lot of times I won't throw stuff in simply because I'll let the kids, you know, if they find something or they get something somehow, I don't know, then I'll put that stuff in there. Let's see here. Whoops. Let me get my correct. What am I not doing right? I don't know. Let's see. Ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. Is it entitlement or entitlements? See, neither. Okay, BB. Ignore gameplay unlocks entitlements. I don't know. What am I doing wrong with that cheat? I shouldn't be doing anything wrong with that cheat. It should work. Oh, there's a snack bag in kids' activities. Oh, he always has a snack bag in kids' activities. Oh, okay. I'm going to look for that. Let me look for that real quick. Always has a snack bag. Oh my God. There it is. Where is it? Oh, I love that. Okay. So I'm going to grab that. That's perfect. I am going to keep the refrigerator, but if for some reason the refrigerator doesn't work, I can take it out and put something else there. And I'm gonna put this little snack bag right here. Right. Oh, you know what? I might put it here by the door. I mean, I just don't know. It's like, I could put it by the door. Like, it's kind of his briefcase, you know, like when he goes to work, something like that. Because kids always kind of, you know, follow parental leads that way. So I could put it here by the door, or I could put it by the kitchen. I'm going to put it by the kitchen for now. Let's put it here by the kitchen. That's a great idea. I don't know how I missed that. What pack? That's a base game item as well? Huh. Testing cheats true. No, I usually don't need testing cheats true first for build cheats. I don't think, but at this point, I'll go ahead and do it. Testing cheats enabled, I think is what it is. Is it testing cheats? Okay, so cheats are enabled. db.ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. Oh, okay. Well, that worked. That worked. I don't know why. It's why I don't usually put in testing cheats. And like when I put in, you know, move objects on to build this place, I didn't have testing cheats activated. That's interesting. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. It works now. Thank you. Thank you for that idea. We're going to put show. The whole point is I want to see all the objects, like the hidden objects and stuff. There we go. That's what I'm getting at. I want to see the hidden objects because I want to grab a little knickknack here, and I want to have like maybe either Yarny, or I want to have, what's his name? Is it Yarny? Yarny toy. I want to have like Yarny in here, or something like that. I'm going to make him a little bit bigger. Let's put him on the floor then. Maybe we'll grab one of these. These look like Jawas to me from Star Wars. I know they're like little, you know, evil little death dolls, but I always think they look kind of like little Jawas, so I'm gonna put a little Jawa toy there for him. I don't think he's really gonna fit. Let's see, can I do this with him? Kind of works like that. I love Yarny. He is one of my favorite game characters. I love the game. I don't even, Unraveled, that's what it was called. Almost couldn't remember the name of it. I love Unraveled. It's the sweetest little story. It's the sweetest game. It's just one of my favorites in there. My son and I actually played that one together, which is kind of rare. We don't play a lot of games together. We don't like a lot of the same games. For instance, he does not like The Sims. I know it's blasphemy. And yes, I'm well aware that I obviously did something wrong when I was raising him, but that's the way it is. And he does not like it. So we don't always play a lot of games together. Let's see here. But that's one we did, and we both had so much fun with it. I might just do this in here. Maybe in blue. It's kind of a purple more than a blue, so I don't know. There's this. Can make it smaller. Like that. Give it kind of an old-fashioned look. Kind of worn out, like they brought it from the main house, kind of threw it out there. Let's see what else we can do. That looks pretty good, actually. I mean, I think as far as furnishing it goes, that's really not bad. That should be a pretty good little place to play. Now, I want to do a sort of toddler garden out here. And I'm not sure if I want to do like a real garden, like with real planted stuff, or just kind of a pretend garden. I do know I want to put the rabbit stump out here. Let's see if I can find it this way. Yeah, I want to put the little rabbit stump out here. So hopefully we'll have rabbits. We'll put the little rabbit stump right here. And then let's see if... Can I just stick those out here? I didn't know I could just grab rabbits and put them out here. I'm going to go and stick a little rabbit out here. Maybe that. Well, they're all so cute. I don't want to put them all out here. I do want to put them all out here. I do. I want to put them all out here. But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't think I should put them all out here. We'll put one right here like that. So put some rabbits out here. I'm going to put in like the bird, you know, the bird feeder. Let's put one of those out here. Oh, we've got this one. Does this actually work? I can't recall ever using this, and I don't know if it actually works. I know this one works, and I use it all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and use it just to make sure. Let's put a little kind of bird feeder here by the back door. Do. Maybe. Am I asking for a fire now? That's good. I tried to, I had a pool party during a hurricane in the winter thinking that surely somebody would die. Nobody died. Nobody died. I was very disappointed. I was really hoping I was going to get some drama out of it. Nothing happened. They were all safe and sound. I'm going to put this here, and I don't know. I love the little sheep stool. My thought is it kind of works out here, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and take it off, and I'm going to just use another one of these little rustic stools for his friend. Again, I'm very optimistic that my toddler is somehow going to have at least one friend. Put that there. And then let's grab some wind chimes. Not wing, wind. Let's see. Seriously, over the years, I have used the wind chimes and this bird feeder, so much. So much. Let's just go ahead and put that there. That there. Now I'm going to try to put a few kind of wildish looking. Those I use them a lot, all the time, and they're pretty simple, items, but I guess they're pretty real. A lot of people have bird feeders. A lot of people have wind chimes. So I've always just found them just adorable. I just love them. They're super cute. Let's put in. I guess we'll do kind of a pretend garden. I guess. I'm not real sure what I want to use. That's cute. We'll put the little cat there looking out. Maybe. I could do some fruit trees back here. I've already got these, though. Those kind of look like fruit trees as it is. Let's look at wildflowers, maybe. Wildflowers are pretty. Could kind of do a wildflower patch. I got to be careful around that, rabbit den there. I don't want to end up kind of getting in the way. I'm going to hope that still works. I think it will. I think it'll still work. And then let's see what kind of, we've got stuff like this is kind of cool. It's really big, but I kind of like it. I hope it doesn't interfere with the toddler sitting on that chair, because it might. Move the chair a little bit. I kind of like this oversized nature of it. Everything seems big to a toddler anyway. So we're give it a little bit of a sort of, fantastical feel to it. Kind of pull this over in here. Maybe, oh, we only have 2 colors. Okay. Think about doing a third color there, but we only have 2 colors, so we're just going to go with the 2. Let's leave those like that. So we got some flowers on that part. Let's put in a little bit of kind of ground covery stuff. Maybe that. Not set on it. We've got these things. How much smaller can I make them? Go with that. Oh, let's go with that color. I'm gonna grab a few more of these canis over here. And I am just going to be praying this whole time that somehow all of this stuff isn't going to lead to routing issues. I don't think it will. I always think that, though. I always say to myself, nah, it'll be okay. Nah, it'll be okay. And then, you know, it's not okay. So let's see here. See, because I know that Lily of the Valley there, I know this stuff will cause routing issues because I've used it before and had kind of some issues with it. But I still want to put it right here. Let's use the curved version of it. Because I want to have a little bit more of a wilder feel. And then on the front side of the house is a little more formal. And we can use this Lily of the Valley as kind of a way to tie everything together. Do. Like that. Now, I already kind of commented on this earlier, and I'm really thinking about it now. I think I'm going to go ahead and take out... this dirt is actually, you know, the tile, the basement floor tile. I think I'm going to take out the dirt and just use, like, the dreaded terrain paint. I say dreaded because it's not my forte. I'm not super expert at terrain paint, but I think I'm going to come in here with terrain paint and actually do that as the dirt so that I can blur it out the edge a little bit so it's not such a hard, definitive edge there. That flooring tile works really good for these sort of, you know, formal beds, these formal flower beds. But we'll see. Let me take a look here. What have we got for dirt? We got this. I want something really rich and dirt looking. Let's try that. Maybe this. Let's try this. And I'm going to make it pretty. Fill in back here. And switch to this. Kind of break up that line a little bit. Do. And then my thought is maybe I guess we could use these pavers along here a little bit more, but I don't know. I don't want to get too overdone. I don't want it to look like it was too planned. That seems okay. And then the other thing I think I'll just put in is maybe like a little toddler toy or something. Some sort of... I could break up maybe with a little bit of grass in here. A little bit of green. Kind of around these stones a little bit. I think we'll put in some toddler playground equipment, sort of, I don't know what. You grab this too, this wrought iron fence. Just to create a little more sort of definition there. Although we could use something else. We could use, if there was something small enough, we could use kind of a picket fence there. But I don't think we have anything small enough. Or something like this. This would be really cute, but I think it's too big. See how big it is? I don't want anything nearly that large. We do have... Well, let's look through here. We've got this. Now, this is pretty small. And it does look like a little picket fence back here. So it kind of defines a little area. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but kind of given our other options here, I think it might work pretty well. The only other thing would be maybe something like this. I know this is very diminutive. See, like that. That's an option. I mean, that's a real option, and it ties in maybe a little bit better with the rest of the backyard. And I think that's about it. I'm going to look real quick here, but I think as far as... Oh, there's this. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. So we've got this. Oh. We're going to do that. Let's do that. I like that. That is perfect. Nice little picket fence back there for the little toddler to have his little backyard garden, right? This is his backyard. It's a little backyard garden. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. We could even maybe take out... Well, I think we'll leave out. Say about putting a piece here maybe and taking this piece out and doing a little gate. But I guess we could do... Whoops, not like that. That's not what I meant to do. We could do this, right? Put a little full gate across it. And then... Let's see what kind of little gate here we have for him. That's awfully big. Do we have anything small? We should. Right here. This is it. Yeah. I was going to say there is a matching gate for that. So let's put that there. So that's his little gate into his little backyard garden. I keep saying him too. I have actually no idea what sex this baby will be. A lot of times when I refer to kids, I say him a lot because... My son is a him, you know, I have a son, and a lot of times when I'm building stuff, when I'm thinking about stuff, I am thinking about my son, right? My son's what's in my head. So I say him a lot as if I'm literally building this for him. The roof decor fence looking stuff for fencing is cool as well. I agree. I used something like that recently. But I used it on a roof, like for a mansard style roof, I think it was. I think I'll go ahead and make these a little bit smaller because I want to fit in 2 groups of them back here. like that, so that there is a full walk up to the door. And then we've got a full little kind of flagstone-ish sort of patio back here with our little benches on it for our friends and ourselves to sit on. Got our rabbit house, some birds. I think this will be cool. I think this will be really sweet. So we're gonna, I think we can call it good there. I mean, I could add more stuff to it. Don't get me wrong. My brain's already kind of spinning on it. I could add more stuff on it, but I think we'll leave it there. One thing I might add real quick is, to me, the flooring right there, that tile looks a little unfinished. So I'm going to grab this. Just to kind of give it a kind of, you know, finished off look there. Like that. So it looks a little bit like it's got kind of a stopping point, you know. And we'll look for our, let's take a look. Let's get down here on ground level. So this is our little house, our little toddler house, right? A little kid. And I keep saying toddlers because toddlers are going to, first ones that are going to play with this. A child can also play in this, a child sim. An adult sim can actually go in here and probably fit in and use, they can't use the toddler bed. And if a child was going to be in here, you'd probably need to swap the toddler bed out maybe with a desk or an art station. You could put an art station there instead of the bed. Something that a kid could use. But it looks pretty good. I'm going to look and see if we have... Oh, were you watching that stream? Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, was I had done something like that recently, kind of along those lines. Let's see here what we have for outdoor toys. Is it under this, maybe? I really don't know where they put the toddler toy stuff. I feel like it is under kids, but is it under toys? Let's see here. What's this? Deal with it later box. Some of these are very cool. I wish I had more room for clutter in there. I guess I could try to fit in a few more things, but I don't want to get too crazy with it. Here we go. Here's our outdoor toys. So here's a little, you know, slide. I fall back on this slide all the time. Doesn't take up very much room. And of course, the kids and toddlers, you know, love it, right? So we could put a little slide back here to play on. Like that. I really like these large things, but you know, I mean, look, that's as big as our playhouse, right? So we're not gonna use that. That's as big as our playhouse. This is not too bad, the little ball pit. But it is, again, really pretty good size. I feel like we could go ahead and we'll grab maybe a little, we can either use the barn, which is cute. I do love that barn. It's so cute. Or we could, this is my other favorite, this one here. I think I'm going to go with this one because it kind of matches, you know, the outdoor theme here. And then we'll pull this kind of, let's see here, maybe put this over here like that, and maybe put this here. Kind of tight back here. Will it fit like that? Yeah, it fits okay like that. And then one thing I really like to do with that thing is find Baby Yoda. And find him here, Baby Yoda. And kind of make that his house, right? So I'm going to put him over here. This is his little house. And then, you know, you can kind of play with him out here too. Now we still have this whole large area to use for stuff. I want to do some kind of trees and landscaping through here. You know what I could put here is, and especially for older kids, is we could use the tree house. Yeah, Baby Yoda is something I use all the time. No, they do not have a potty chair nearby, and I was thinking about that because I do need a bathroom, and I thought originally about creating a bathroom in here instead of a bed, right, to make a little bathroom. And I didn't do it. So what can I say? I'm not real sure. I could take out the toy box and put it in a little potty place. I could take out the fridge and maybe do a little potty here, the little wall to kind of mark it off from the rest of the house, maybe. And I also thought there are bathrooms way down here. You know, I could try to put it in like a bathroom way down here, or maybe put a bathroom out here. I haven't decided yet with that. I also kind of figure like, you know, they're toddlers, so they can just use their diaper, right? So they're outside playing. They don't want to go use the bathroom anyway. They're too busy. They're too busy having playtime. I haven't decided for sure. Let me get a toddler in here and probably get sick of changing that diaper. And then I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to put a potty in here for you. I guess we could do this. Maybe we could put the toy box here, right inside the door. Let's see here, like that. If they'll still use the door that way. I think that they will still use the door that way. Pull that back here. Pull this kind of like that. We get a little clipping there, but that's okay. And then we could put a little toddler kind of potty there, kind of in advance. In fact, I have one actually that we got at our, oh shoot, it must be in one of the Sims inventory. Oh, there's a Yarny. I had a potty that we got at our baby shower, right? So I could have used that. Is it under plumbing? Can I just get one there? Probably. Let's see. Or maybe here. Part of why I didn't put one in yet is because I don't know. I feel a little weird just sticking it next to the bed. But, you know, they are toddlers, so maybe they don't care. I'm going to pretend like they don't care. For the moment, anyway. And then, like I said, if I kind of come up with a different idea, I could maybe move it elsewhere. Maybe. I could do this. I could turn the bed maybe like that. So then it intersects the arch. I could put the chair here, the potty chair, for a little privacy, a little bit of privacy. Oh, screw it. I'm going to leave it there. They're toddlers. They don't care. I'm going to leave it there for now. For now, I'm going to leave it there. And then I'm going to look at maybe doing the tree house or a tree or something like that. Where did I get? Not that. That's not what I'm looking for. Looking for the tree. Let's just go with tree. Let's do that. There should be a tree house in this mess somewhere, right? Hopefully they call it a tree house. I don't even know what they call it. I liked it, and I put one in the park, the Sims park I built. I don't see it. Is it not called a tree house? Sometimes I make things a little bit too hard on myself. Surely it's in here as a treehouse, right? I must be missing it. Let me see here. Outdoor activities, yeah, maybe. You would think, but I would think it would just pop up here. Oh well, let's check outdoor activities. I think you got a point. Maybe let's look here and see. Is this activity as transportation, furniture, activities? Here we go. Let's see. You know, at some point I might put a garden. I love these like insect farms and all that sort of stuff that we got from Eco. I loved that set. A lot of people didn't like Eco Living. I loved it. I actually love this too for birds. I could put that back there instead of the bird feeder. I'm going to have to think about that. I do kind of like that, and I like the rustic look of it. And it kind of matches, you know, with this. But then this kind of matches with the wind chime. Let me look at it real quick. I mean, I feel like this one takes up more space. Does it? Yeah, that one does take up more space. This one. I'm going to try that one because I do like the way it's got kind of a rustic feel to it for this kind of overgrown garden. And then if it doesn't work, I'll just put the other one back in its place. Now, let me get back on my focus here because I actually came here looking for a tree house. So let's see here. I mean, I figure it's going to be down here a little ways, right? Probably. Ah, there it is. So, wow, that's big. Let me back out here so I can actually look at it. This is like really big, bigger than I kind of was thinking. But is it too big? Not really. A little, almost a little it is. But since this is kind of the kids' park area, I think I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. Does it come in any different colors? No, just that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead. It is huge. I mean, for real. I guess I kind of forgot how big it was. I've only used it the one time. I used it in my park in San Myshuno. I love it. It's super cool in that park, but really all I needed was one, right? Because all my Sims were living and live a lot of times there in the Spice District, right around that area. So that's where I built the park with all that outdoor stuff, and I never actually needed to do anything else. But they are super huge, like way, 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 almost laughably too big. I could build a tree house. Much like I built that little house, I could build a tree house, and I have built little tree houses before. The great thing with building a tree house is that I can put anything in it I want. So any age can use it, because I don't think toddlers can use a tree house, can use this, as I recall. This is fun because it gives the Sims, the Sims can kind of build it. I'm going to go ahead and take it out, and I think I might just build my own tree house. Yeah, see, I mean, and that's true too. You can kind of put your own stuff in it. So if you want it to look like a pirate ship, or you want it to look like a spaceship, or anything you want to do, you kind of have those options. So I think I'm going to try that. I mean, I'm kind of getting built out with this little house here, but maybe let's see if we can't come up with something. A lot of times if I'm going to build a tree house, I will kind of start with this crooked sort of thing here, right? And then build off of here. Put this over here. And maybe if I do kind of 3 of these. And then kind of use these flat pieces here to look like maybe that's what's supporting our base. And you know what I like about this is it does give me a little bit more of that forested feel. I did want kind of a forested feel by this little cottage, so that as a toddler or a kid, you feel like you're kind of going through like the mysterious forest, right? And I can do some like landscaping and stuff down here around the bottom to accentuate that. So okay, let's go with that. Now I'm digging it, kind of digging it. Let's see where we can put our first level here. Now, I'm not going to actually have, this wall. Of course, it won't be here. I'm just going to build a square box as an initial platform here. Okay, so let's grab square platform. Put it here. And bring this across. I don't want that to move, of course. So let's just add some pieces on here. Like that. And then we'll drag it like that. Okay, so that's going to give us a pretty good base there. We can go ahead and take that out. Will it leave it? It did. Okay, good. And since I used the platform, we can go ahead and put kind of a, something around the outside that looks like wood. So it looks like an actual thick platform of wood on there. So we could use maybe, that, or something like that, or maybe this. This also is a good option. I think I'm going to go with that for now. So we'll do that. And let's see here. It's kind of could also do that. Let's see here. I'm going to go with a ladder up, although if I do stairs, a toddler can easily get up there once they can climb. And maybe I could wrap the stairs around this tree, kind of spiral style. Let's try that. Let's see. We're going to start with that as the idea. And should I do it on this side? So like maybe you have to kind of come and find the stairs. Yeah, let's do that. Let's grab some stairs here. Something that looks like wood. This looks a little bit like wood. We could go with that. This looks like wood. We could go with that. Let's see here. Oh boy, it's a little complex trying to get in here and take a look at this. Maybe like this. And then we bring it around like that, maybe. And then, well, I don't want it to change shape on me. Let's see here. Okay. How does that come up here? How does it look? Does it even come up? I'm not even sure. Am I reaching the platform? I don't know that I'm actually reaching the platform. I am reaching the tree. Let's go down again. Let's move it back by 1. Let's see where that lands us. Okay, there we go. Now, so if I turn it back where it was before, then it doesn't actually reach the platform for some reason. And I'm not real sure why it doesn't reach the platform when it's set like that, because I actually really like that. I love the way it's right up against the tree there. So maybe I move it 1. Move it over by 1. Let me put that back, actually. By 1, like that. And then okay, let's try this and that. And we'll lower it down. And there we go. Now that gave us that opening to the treehouse that we need, right? Okay, so let me look at this a little bit more. I think we can go ahead and stretch this out like this a little bit. And I guess it's good. That's fine. Let's go like that. It's hard to build around this tree. I guess I could take the trees out until I'm done now at this point. But I don't want to forget where they go. Let me go down here. It's a pretty good sized platform that we're going to have up there. Okay. I'm on a roof, some sort of solid kind of part to the structure. But I think let's start with some fencing. And you know, I would like to use some of that, maybe the castle kit on this. Maybe. So we've got that, or we could do like sort of stone walls like this, right? Or I really have to decide how rustic I want it to look, right? I don't know that I want it to look very tailored. That's the word that pops in my head. I don't want it to look very tailored or bespoke, right? I want it to maybe be a little rustic looking. That's why maybe to do stone would look better than this wood. But I like being able to see through the wood. We do have these sort of things. It's a little bit too open. And we've got these. Let's leave it as it is for now. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. And let's think about, I'm gonna look and see what we have in the castle kit. Castle kit. I built quite a bit with it, so okay, we've got stuff like this. This was cool. These are very cool. I'm going to use those. Is that it? Was that it in like the buy mode? I guess it was. Most of it was in build. So we've got a couple of different fences here. No gates, but some fences. Got those and that. This is pretty cool. We could use this for the fence. And it has that kind of weathered look, which I do really like. Because then it looks more like it's been outside, you know, as a tree house. What other things did we have? We have windows. I know we have windows. So we got stained glass windows. Those might be a little bit too much for this particular build. There might be more than I'm actually looking to have in here. Let's put this here. Safety first. In reality, of course, Sims won't fall off the edge down those stairs. But let's pretend. Let's do safety first. We'll put that there. What else did we have from the castle kit? Why do I feel like there was so much in it and now I can't find anything? We do have doors. We have these arches. The arches are really big. Do we have anything in this size range? We have a door. So yeah, if I try to use the arches, they're really big. Now I could use these arches here. They'd probably tie in well enough with the other stuff. And what else do we have? Anything? Stone. We should have some flooring. Maybe I won't use Castle Escape. Why do I feel like it should have come with more stuff than this? And it didn't. I feel like I'm missing something and I don't know what it is. What am I missing? I mean, there's a lot of windows. There are a lot of windows here. And I got these 2 items. But I don't feel like there's anything else. But there must have been. There must have been other things, right? Okay, so let's grab... Let me look at these arches, these Riviera arches. Those might work. Let me look at these windows again. I do like the fact, you know, again, they're so lovely. You know, they're just so nicely worn out. I guess that we could use these sort of windows, kind of put, you know, and kind of set in here. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try just marking off where these trees go. Hope I'm not going to regret this later. But they're so in the way and I don't want to see them anymore. So I'm going to move them out of the way. And then hope that I get them right back in the same spot. By marking them with those fences. I'll also take a picture. I'll take a picture. Then if nothing else, I can't really work it out, I'll come back and I can do it, you know, through the picture. So let's move these out of the way. And we'll go up here. Okay, so now we have a little bit more of a view here onto our platform. What I'm going to do is is what? I don't know what I'm going to do. But what I'm going to do is build a little bit of balcony over here, I think. Right? So we got one right here. What if we did one here? Like so. Let's grab this heirloom stuff. Let's take it out. Like this, this, and this. Get rid of that. And there we go. And I'm going to go ahead, instead of using fences like I did down the toddler's house, I am going to use just kind of, yeah, good plan. Yeah, right. To move those trees. Yeah, it kind of help. I'm like, I'm not want to fight around these trees. I've done that before. This is the first time I've actually done this, tried to move the trees so I could work on the platform with nothing in my way. I'm probably a fool. I probably should have done it a long time ago. But I'm doing it this time. And yeah, I think it's going to help us a lot. I'm going to build a wall here and here. And maybe like here. Like this maybe. Yeah, let's start with that. And we'll also go ahead. That's a 6 level. I'm going to make it 8. I think I'm going to go ahead and make that 8. 8 high. So we'll do this here, 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 here. Whoops. I'm going to go ahead and frame that out too. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put an archway there and maybe put like a statue or something in that spot. And I'm going to put this and this. I don't know why that's pulling up that brick there. Now that's really unusual. What is that, I wonder? The Brickery Elite. That's not what I'm going to use. I don't know why it auto-placed Brickery Elite on there, but it did. So we'll do that. Let's fill in our handrail across here. And we'll do another kind of balcony out here on the front. Like so. Go ahead and grab our foundation platform. Come on. Is it not going to want to do it? Maybe it won't want to do it. It might not want to do it because it's a wall. So I don't know to think about that. One thing we could do is maybe go through and put in moldings, I guess. Something like this. That way it covers up that kind of white strip there. Not that color. Let me see if there's a different color. I'm just grabbing one, but we can do this kind of more worn out look. Kind of better match the railings above it. Okay, so we got that in place. I'm going to try bringing in first archways. Archways for this. The bad thing is I really need a single archway. Let's see here. Bub. Again, I'm going to search through this. I don't think there is anything, but I do want to search through this castle estate. There just isn't, though. Everything's so big. Now, we could use that door maybe for the main door into our spot here, right? It's a little grand. It is a little grand, but I think we'll go ahead and do it. And let's look at our wall coverings. This wall covering everywhere. Now, these are some pretty strong trees, you know, to be able to hold all this stone. But I'm kind of pretending maybe it isn't actually stone. It's just kind of a stone look, right? It's like a laminate, or it's just plastic maybe, and it just looks like stone. Let's do this here, right here, across all of that. The great thing is we can actually go ahead and use these light fixtures for this, you know, that'd be really good actually for this sort of castle, you know, sort of look. Put those in there. And okay. We're going to need a roof of some sort. Now, we can do pretty much like we did over here with this one. I guess that's what we will do. Kind of a square roof on it. I'm going to try that at first. Let's try a square roof at first. We'll see. I guess we could do a mansard roof on it. Did one of those recently. We could do a mansard roof on it. Let's put on simple square roof. Let's move it over here. Like this. Like that. We're going to bring it down real flat. Maybe stretch it out a bit. And actually, we could do an actual flat roof. Let's see here. We'll use this here. Again, in its kind of worn out form. Wow, those are really big though. I didn't remember them being that big. That's a lot larger than I was thinking that was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit smaller, right? In my head, I remembered it as being a little bit smaller. Those are really big too. I don't know why everything suddenly seems so large in this game, but that seems really, really big. So let's not do that. Now we could go ahead and we could do this. Again, we could use this one, you know, to create sort of a platform up here. And then if we took that off, we could do that. And then maybe something like that. That's not too bad. I might stick with that. I might decide that's a little bit still, though, too much. In fact, actually, I do think it's kind of too much. Let's take a look at our other kind of options here with this stone fencing. Maybe something like this instead. Yeah, I'm thinking it depends on how the trees affect it no matter what I use up here. I was just thinking that. The Rockadome. What's the Rockadome? I'm going to look that up real quick. That is... And it's from Get Together? Is that... I'm going to check that out. Let me see here. I can do that, which gives us a little more, like, lower profile. So it's not sticking up quite so much. Let's take a look at this Rockadome real quick. There it is in sculpture. Okay, so where is it? Ah, this thing. Okay, let me take a look at that. That's not too bad. It's almost too kind of modern for the look, but I do like it. And it does kind of make me feel like maybe we could do an actual glass roof on this structure. Let me grab this here. Put that there, there, there. Let's bring that down just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Like I said, I don't want too high of a profile on it. Kind of do like that, maybe. If I'm going to get an effect inside, let's see here. I need to take that out. This should give us some nice kind of effect on the inside, maybe sometimes. Okay, so we've got to this point. I am thinking that maybe these stones, this wallpaper is a little bit too nice. So I'm going to try to darken it up just a little bit. These historic stone bricks. Let's go up here. Let's take a look at this. Got that. That's not bad. Let's go with that. We got that there. Yeah, that's okay. I think that matches pretty well. The one thing I'm not sure about is this wall trim. Not sure what I'm going to use for that. Maybe black. I really wish we had some more kind of colors, you know, for wall trim. But that's not too bad. I think that'll work out pretty well. Okay, so now we've got the interior. Whew, okay, let's frame this out. Let's see if we can find something to use over here as an archway and then some windows. Let's look here. Okay, for single archways, we don't have a lot to choose from. Now, we do have this. Might be able to use this to some effect here to kind of put our, you know, statue or something in there. I think that'll work. Looks a little odd. What about, we got this. It's a little bit better. A little bit. Put that in there like that. And then I guess we could try to find some sort of statue to put in there. Maybe, oh, you know what? Naturally, we'll use the suit of armor. I hardly ever use a suit of armor. Came with like base game a million years ago. But this is going to be a really great place to put it right in here, right? He is guarding. He's helping guard the castle here. And you can just imagine a bunch of young children in this, children up here guarding this castle against all the toddlers playing down there in that playhouse because they don't want the toddlers coming in here and messing things up, right? Let's try putting that there. And that here. We'll take a look here at our windows and see what we have to fill in. We've got this. This looks really good. This will work really quite well. And I might actually take that up like that. Let's see. And we'll take one last look here. What other kind of windows we have? Maybe we can put a big one here like this. Something just really massive, that really... I mean, it's almost too big. It is really, really big. Maybe not that one. My first thought was, yeah, let's just stick it on there. But I don't know. That's kind of big too. We've got this. Now, this isn't too bad. Maybe we'll go with this one. That might be what we need. We also have the square windows there, which are kind of cool. So we do have that, and we have that, and then that. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Although I really don't like the fact that it's gray around the edge instead of, the color of everything else. But I love the fact that it is, sorry about the rubber banding there. I really love the fact that, it's got that stained glass. So, it's kind of like, oh, look, there's their crest, there's their shield type of things like kids like to play. One thing I need to do too is I need a rug down in the toddler's place. I need a rug here. Because looking at this right now, I'm thinking, yeah, I really do need a rug. Also need it real quick. Grab that Pure Expressions there. Put it on that side of the house. That's pretty good. I think we just throw some kind of stuff in here for kids to do. How about the new dartboard? We do have a new dartboard. Got it for free. So let's see if we can't grab new dartboard here under games. Well, it should be here, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. It should be, right? Maybe it's this one. This game set. I'm going to grab this. This is the classic Don't Wake the Llama game. We'll put that up here. There is our dartboard. Is that the one, though, that we got for free? No, there's the one we got for free. We got that one for free, or we got this one with Get Together. I'm going to go with the one we got from Get Together. Where am I going to hang it? Do I have enough room to hang it? I don't know. That right there. I think that'll work. It's a little bit crowded right there, but look how much room you need. You need a ton of room for darts. I don't have to use the dartboard. I could just do, you know, the don't wake the llama set. Put that here kind of in the middle of the room, I guess. Maybe like right here would be better. And then let's see if we can't put in like a bookshelf or something, some sort of books in here. Now they're never going to read, I know, but maybe my son likes to read sometimes. So maybe someday, you know, they'll kind of, one of the little kids will want to go out there and kind of rest and relax and check a book out or something. We'll use these same shelves that we used down in the toddler place. Let me put that here. Do. Let's use the elephant. We can use this elephant sort of. Maybe I should put a tape. Let's put it on a table. Let's put it on a table. I think I'm going to go ahead and still use these shelves under these windows. Like that. I think it's kind of a little neat detail there. But I'm going to put this on a table, I think. I have no idea where, but maybe I could go ahead and put it in the window. Like I said, I'm not sure Sims will actually interact with it there, but I guess it's worth a try. There we go. Oh, you know what? I did put a rug in the toddler's house, come to think of it. I did do that. Because kids in darks. Well, you know, I put a fireplace in the toddler's house, right? So, I mean, obviously these parents have a lot of faith and a lot of trust that somehow their kids are not going to burn their house right down. Or, you know, put each other's eyes out with a bunch of darts. But yeah, you're right. In real life, I think if I put a dartboard, it would be the sort of thing that didn't, you know, I'd keep the darts separate with me. And then if they wanted to use it, I'd be like, yeah, when I can go out there with you guys, then we'll check it out. You know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use Zombie Carl. Let's see here. Where is he? There he is. Put a little Zombie Carl here. See if I can find one of his friends. I used a little Elvira looking right there. Her Violet. I call her Elvira. Her name's Violet though. So I don't know why I think of her as Elvira, but I do. So we'll put Elvira there and Zombie Carl. And you know, I think it's pretty done. You know, we've got these great balconies to go out on. I guess over time I might think of other things to kind of put in it, you know, as a tree house. We could always put some art or something up there. Or a mirror or something of that nature. But really, if I was going to put art into a kid's treehouse, I don't know what I'd use exactly. I'd let them pick something out. So I don't know what they would come up with. I'll wait. And then if I come across something, I'll be like, okay, that works. Now let's take a look and see if this fits okay. It does. I think it looks okay. Now that's a little off. That is a little bit off. Shoot. Do I go ahead? Let me look at the windows real quick, because I think maybe one of the smaller ones has a crest on it. Like, does this one? Yeah, so it's got a crest on it. And that color does too. So Maybe I'll go ahead and use that instead if it looks a little more normal, a little more normal looking. Let me see here. Go ahead and put that in there like that, I think. Like I said, I wish it was a different color. The color does not thrill me, and especially it doesn't from the outside. It really does kind of stick out. And we could just do plain, like a plain window. But I love the idea of having like those little, stained glass touches on it. So, what if I do that, and then I grab another copy of the window all dirtied up, and I just put it over it? Does that work? Will that work at all? I don't know if that'll work. Let's see, what do we end up with? What kind of mess? Pretty big mess. Yeah, that's a pretty big mess. How about like that? Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, okay, so maybe that works, though. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so we're going to go with that. That way I get the outside looks the way I want, and I still get the stained glass effect. Perfect. Okay, that's fantastic. So we're going to stick with that. And we're going to put a quick rug down here on the floor for our lovely children. Going to be so good up here playing, so nice and quiet on their own. Not making any mischief at all. Now, I've got this one. I've got this one that I use a lot. Let's see if there is. Was there another one now? Don't know. No. So I think I'm going to... I'm just going to go with the werewolf one again, although this might work. Let me take a look at this. It's awfully big. Whoops, wrong button. It's awfully kind of big, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad in there. Kind of gives us that luxe look, right? We have some other worn out versions in here. That. I think we'll just stick with that there. We'll stick that in. You know what? We need probably some more lighting, though. I've got lighting there. Let's turn off the sun here and see just how dark it is. That's pretty dark. We probably could use some more lighting in here. I do want to use more of these torches, though. So let's put some maybe here. And here and here. And then maybe... Here and here, maybe? That seems like enough light. That's good enough. Now, out here is a little dark. So maybe we could do something... I guess we could still just do a couple of these maybe out here. Same way as inside, just like that. So we get a real sort of castle-y look. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab a cheap-looking table. Like this. Put that there. And I'm going to grab some sort of light to put on it. I guess maybe this. Let's go with this one. That's actually pretty good. And then I could pretend, right? It's The Sims. I'm going to pretend that, you know, they go up and down the stairs with that light. That's how they light the stairs, right? They go up and down the stairs with that light. And then out here, we'll go ahead and we'll put another torch. Some more torches out here. We're going to put one here and here maybe. Let's move them over. And then on this side, might be a little bit tougher because we do have, you know, those windows, but I guess we could do it like that. Seems okay. Okay, so we've got this place pretty well lit up, right? Looks pretty good, I think. There is maybe one more thing we could do, and that would be to put some columns. Oh, an arch on the smaller balcony opening. Yeah, maybe. You know, yeah, I do, now that I think about it. Because there's no reason really just to leave a gap there. I could do an arch like on the other side so that they match. Real quick, I want to see, I think there was a column from the castle. Yeah, there is right there. I'm going to grab these columns real quick and put them in place, and then I am going to do that very thing. I'm going to go ahead and put in an archway over here. Do. Like so. Let me. I hope that doesn't erase the whole. It did. I was just thinking, I hope that doesn't erase all the interior, you know, wall pattern. Yeah, of course it did. Jason, who you kidding? You've played this game before. Okay, let's grab that. Let's grab that. We'll put this over here like so. And I think I'll go ahead and put some columns on this other side as well. I'm going to put some over here. Oh, maybe not though, because they don't line up the same on that side as on this side. So we may just leave that as is. And see, some of these are like kind of tall for some reason as well. Can I bring them down lower? No. I think that's okay. I do like the columns in there. I'm going to turn the sun back on so we can get a look at it, you know, during the day. And then I need to bring the trees back. Now this is going to be the part to see if this actually works, right? Let's see if this actually works. Put that there. I do like this. This could make a really cool little kids playhouse, you know, just like we did for the toddlers, but for like older kids. Although this works for older kids as well. I mean, I don't know why I really specifically think of this version as toddler version. If I changed out some of the furniture and stuff in there or put different activities, it definitely would be a kid's version. In some ways, this feels like a toddler version, maybe because of the colors too. It's a lot brighter. It's very happy. It's very toddler sort of colors, right? This feels a little more like an older kid who has a more developed imagination. They want something a little more, not so much like a fantasy. Well, this is a fantasy. Anyway, I don't know. This feels older to me. And here goes nothing. Let me go down here. I was going to use these gargoyles too. I forgot about those. Oh, shoot. So do I want to try to work the gargoyles in or not? I think not. I think I'm actually not going to do the gargoyles. I think that there's enough look here already. Although I could put them here by the front door, maybe. Not do them anyplace else. What colors do they come in? Give them a little bit nicer version. Do that. And then let's see here. Okay, this, and then we had this piece. That's what I was looking for. So we could go ahead and put this in here, maybe in the corner. I'm going to need to make it smaller. But maybe like right there, and put a piece on the other side in that corner. Whoops. Come on. And what versions of this do we have? Are they all the same? They're a little bit different. Let's go with that one. And maybe... Are they different? Maybe they are all the same. Just with different smudging on it. We'll make that one a little bit cleaner. Okay, so now we're going to move the trees back into place. Now this is going to be the moment of truth. Oh my Lord. I probably should have put them in order. Well... Like, I think, did I just move that straight across? Or did it go here? I'm gonna put that up. I think that's correct. And then I think this one went there. Whoops. Quit grabbing that. Maybe that one went there, I think. Let's go up real quick and take a look. It seems right. Maybe. I don't know. I think so. But in a way, it kind of doesn't seem right. Let's try this one over here. Now, that one does seem right. Right? Okay, so I don't think that these are in the right spot. I don't think so. I don't think so, because let me take this one and this one. I should have just moved them like directly across from where they were. That feels a little more like where maybe it should be. Like that, you know, kind of holding up the corner. And then, come on, let's see here. I don't know why it's grabbing that one. And then maybe like that. Golly, I can't get a hold of one tree there. Let's see here. Let me go down. Let me take a look here and see how much this intersects. Is it going to be too much to deal with? I don't think so. I mean, it seems okay, but this is not correct because this wouldn't be in the way of the stairwell. That one over there. I thought this was going to make it easier, and I don't know that it does. Now, I do think that maybe this is the correct spot for this one. Maybe like this. Because again, it kind of looks like it's holding up that part of that platform. So maybe like that, although I don't know why I would have made such a big box around it. And then that doesn't seem to go there at all. Okay, obviously I messed it all up. Obviously, this plan, my idea here did not work ideally. I don't know how. Well, part of it would be, did they get turned? I mean, because see, I don't think I would have had that out over the house. I think I would have had it maybe over here. And this one might have been over here. But didn't I have it like that at first? And that didn't end up feeling correct. I mean, that looks okay. That looks okay. That does not look okay. Okay. I can't believe I did this. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put them all back where they were. Okay, so I would swear I don't know. I would swear like this one, which I can't get a hold of. Like that. I would swear that would go right here. Okay, so, and it does seem to fit there pretty well. Which means then I've got these two. And to me, this would maybe go there. Maybe. Oh, boy. Yeah, maybe like that. Maybe that's what I did. Okay, that's looking a little more realistic. Okay, that's looking more like what I think it was. Let's see here, because the only thing I would say is maybe I had this, whoops. Maybe I had this a little bit more like that, right? So it is actually intersecting that at two places, and then it's got a very lush top to it, which is correct. And does this look normal here? Pretty much so. I would say this looks pretty close to what we had it as. I think so. So that wasn't exactly easier to do it that way, but it did turn out okay. If I move this one, drop down here. If I move that like that, I wonder how bad it's going to be. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. It looks, again, like maybe it's intersecting right here. It's kind of built into the structure, but then inside here it doesn't put in through like the window the way it was doing, which I don't think you're ever going to be able to really see anyway. But it's a little more realistic that it doesn't. Okay, so that's it. And then we're going to drop down here and we'll take away this fencing. Take away the fencing here. God bless. Okay, so the staircase doesn't look right, though. Now, does it? Oh my gosh, staircase doesn't look right because staircase is supposed to be bent at an angle. Why did it not? Why did it change? It's supposed to be bent like this, right? Why won't it do that? Can't intersect fences. Oh, because I built a fence. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna leave it. I am gonna leave it. I'm not gonna mess with that anymore. I did take a picture, Lori. You're right. I did take a picture. I was just thinking I was gonna have to fall back on that. As it turns out, I persevered, saw it through. We're gonna put a little bit of overgrown bush down here to, you know, kind of give it a little kind of eerie mystery forest type of feel. That might be a little bit too much because it's sticking up through the floor there. Let's just kind of lift it up this way. And we'll throw in some ground cover around it. Mm-hmm. Grab the taller version of that. This one here. I am going to have to I'm going to have to get a kid somewhere because I'm going to have a kid and a toddler to test the routing and all sorts of stuff on this. But for the time being, I think that it is coming along pretty well. It definitely has kind of the idea I wanted and was going for, kind of a kid's play space back here, a place for kids' parties, kids' birthday parties, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. Like so. Grab this. Okay, and then if you kind of make your way through that dank forest there, the scary forest, get back here to the little toddler cottage. Let's go ahead. Kind of take a look at it. I could put some more kind of overgrowth in here, maybe some lavender. Put this over here. And then one thing we need to double check is, can our poor little toddlers see at night? Check and see what kind of lighting I've got in their house over here. So not very much is what I've got over here, really. In fact, where's the light even coming from? I think it's coming from just outside. So, one, I've got these little lamps. They must be providing that little bit of light right there. Let's go in here and see if we can do... We're just going to pull up the... Well, you know, I like this. I was going to pull up the new bistro lighting, but I'm not. I'm going to stick with this sort of lamp here, because I do really like it. I'm going to do the... There is one, I think, that has more color to it, maybe. Let's go with that one. Make it a little smaller. Put one here over the toddler's bed. Let it come down a little bit so that you can see it. Here in the entryway, the front room. I guess we could put maybe something nicer in that room. See what we got here for use on the walls. Oh, we've got this. Let's use this. I always like this. We'll put like this, this sort of bee, you know, light here. I always think that's super cute. I love that. I use that a lot. See what kind of colors we got. Go with that. Although I think I like the gold tone better. I do like the green and blue in it, but I think I like this sort of golden tone better. So let's go with that. And over here, we could put some sort of light here above that picture, right? I was looking for real quick that new light from the Bistro pack. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. That's going to give us quite a bit of light there. And then here in the kitchen, we need something a little more task lighting, right? A little, maybe a little more task type of light. Don't know exactly what. Let's find something that'll work on the wall that looks kind of cute. Looks like something in the kitchen. I guess we could do this. A little more utilitarian, but do it in kind of... It's kind of having some issues. I think it's wanting to stick to that wall there. What it's wanting to do is wanting to stick there. Okay, so what could we use there? Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that to stick. I don't think I'm going to. I don't want to fight with it right now. Let's just leave that alone. I'm going to just leave that alone. It's okay if it's a little bit kind of shadowy in there. I don't think that's going to be any problem. And let's grab out here. We've already got plenty of light because we've got these great torchères there. And we'll put a little cute light out here by the back door. That's what we'll do. And that ought to pretty well finish that off. I think maybe, well, you know what? I was going to say I probably could use some light under here, but actually, my plan right now is to do these tapers, timeless tapers, just pretty much all along the fence line. And then that does really light up underneath the trees here. And then maybe one more thing. Always one more thing. I'm going to grab one more thing here. This is another great light. This is a base game light, but it looks so cool. It looks like a flower, of course. It's great for landscaping. And I think I'm going to try to work it in here, maybe like right here. So it's kind of a marker of, for the little lost toddler, where his sanctuary is. His sanctuary is coming up on his, cottage back there, and that's kind of a little marker, a little bright beacon of light there, kind of guiding him onwards. So not too bad. The treehouse is a little bulky. It is a little bulky, I think. But it's not awful. I mean, it's not awful bulky. It just feels a little bit bulky, but not too bad. And I think I really like the toddler house a lot. I think that really turned out the way I wanted it to, so I'm pretty happy there. This is really dark here. I did kind of work in a little green into that. And I think I'm going to do that again. I think I'm going to add a little more green onto that because it is pretty. Let's bring a little more green stuff into here because it looks really black there. So we'll just temper that just a little bit. Beautiful sunny day. Here we go. Didn't really cost as much money as I thought it would cost, but that's okay. Looks pretty good. Looks good for a children's play area. We can have a couple of great parties there. And that will do it for today. Oh, do you love it? Thank you, Lori. I'm glad you like it. I think it looks pretty good. I might tinker around with it and add a few things to it over time, especially once I actually have a toddler in here playing with it and a kid in here playing with it. I think that it'll grow a little bit, and the landscaping I might change around a little bit. I might add some higher landscaping here in the back or something like that. But overall, I do like it. I do think it looks pretty much what I was looking for. There we go. I'm trying to grab that. Bring this all the way down here. Pretty much what I was looking for. And then I might just leave this as a lawn. I don't know what I'm going to put here. We'll see. But it's a place for the parents to hang out while the kids run off down here in kind of their own little private park to play. Okay, so please hit like, subscribe, and notify if you've liked watching today, or if you're watching this in the future on archive. I keep all my live streams archived on YouTube there so you can watch them at any point. And as always, like always, thank you for watching. I am going to say goodbye for today. See you later.